At the time of recording this video, it is the day before Raw, but when this goes up, it's only going to be a few hours left till the Raw opening. And I'm hoping that we get a Roman Reigns level promo from back in 2017 when all he had to say was, "This is my yard now." The crowd absolutely booed Roman out of the building. And I think if he opens up Monday Night Raw and comes out and says something along the lines of "Sammy deserved it" or "Sammy had it coming," the crowd is going to be absolutely heated. There are a lot of unanswered questions leading into Raw that I hope we get answers for. How does Cody Rhodes fit into the whole Bloodline story? How is Sami Zayn going to retaliate? What's going to happen with Kevin Owens? Are Jimmy and Jey going to be okay? And does Solo and Jimmy take over the titles? Roman is going to have to deliver some sort of punishment to Jey. And this is the most intriguing storyline. Plus, we had a lot of returns at the Rumble, so where do they all fit in? Stay tuned. Let's start things off with talking about the Women's Royal Rumble. So there are a couple of returns in the Women's Royal Rumble match that I don't think are going to play much part in the future events of Raw and SmackDown. Nia Jax came out at number 30. She has had a big history of injuring female superstars, so I don't think she's going to really return and come back full time. Maybe she comes off a couple of times once off, but I don't think she stays around for too long. The other question is Chelsea Green going to be a big feature of Monday Night Raw or SmackDown moving forward? She does have a really interesting character. The crowd seem to get behind her. The only thing that we have to worry about is her wrists going to hold up? Now, she has a long history of injuries to the wrist. She lost her SmackDown contract due to hurting her wrist and being released later on. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these couple characters fit in. We also have the Dark Asuka. Now, is Asuka going to get a push? Is she going to team up with Alexa Bliss? I don't think she's going to get much of a title shot moving forward, maybe after Mania, because we have a big developing story of Rhea Ripley winning the Rumble and potentially facing Bianca Belair, a longtime rival at WrestleMania. So the Women's Royal Rumble, there's going to be a few stories leading out of this, but I'm guessing we're going to see Rhea Ripley announcing she's going to face Bianca Belair at Mania, and we might see Chelsea Green and Nia Jax again. Who knows? Let's quickly jump into the Men's Royal Rumble before we discuss the main event. And the Men's Royal Rumble didn't have too much to talk about, but the returns of Logan Paul and obviously Cody Rhodes. Logan and Seth are possibly going to initiate in some sort of, discussion. Maybe they fight at Elimination Chamber. Seth did get eliminated after Logan threw him out. So it could be a really interesting Raw sequence between those two. Seth and Logan has the potential. I mean, Logan and Roman really did throw a good match out there when they faced off. Logan has been pretty good in the ring with other competitors, so it would be really cool to see them face off. And I feel really sorry for Cody Rhodes. Cody's going to have to come out on Monday Night Raw. He's probably going to declare that he's facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but the crowd is strongly behind Sami Zayn. So I don't know how Cody's going to make it as interesting as Sami's story or even Jey's story. So Cody's probably going to call out Roman, or Roman's probably going to call out Cody. There's going to be a lot of developments from this, but I hope that Cody doesn't set a foot wrong and start turning the audience against him. They're going to have to think of something really interesting to get Cody over, because everyone at the moment wants to see Sami dethrone Roman or Jey dethrone Roman. And Elimination Chamber is shaping up to be a massive pay-per-view, because what is going to happen there? So Jey posted on his Instagram that he is out. Now, I'm thinking that he is out of the main event, like he left the main event when Roman started attacking Sami. It could also be him leaving the Bloodline. He's going to have a lot to answer for, because Roman's going to be quite pissed off. And poor Jimmy, what are they going to do with the tag titles? That's a big question. Is Solo going to help Jimmy defend the titles now? Are we going to see Jey end up turning against Sami or get back with the Bloodline? I don't know where this is going to go. We can't have too many competitors going after Roman Reigns' title unless they decide to do an Elimination Chamber and have Sami a surprise return at the Elimination Chamber. That crowd pop is going to be amazing in his hometown. And then you could have Jey, Roman, Maybe you could throw Sammy in there, maybe KO, maybe someone else. Have Roman defend one of the titles in the Elimination Chamber, and then Cody Rhodes can fight him at Mania for the other. I feel like that's the only way they can really split up these titles and give Sammy a feel-good moment and give Cody the moment that he's been fighting for since he returned to Monday Night Raw and WWE. Whatever happens on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, it's going to have to be big to top what we saw at the Royal Rumble. Overall, the Royal Rumble was a pretty good pay-per-view. There's going to be a lot of build-up now. From now until WrestleMania, we're going to set up a lot of matches. My guess is that it's either going to be Gunther or Bobby Lashley facing off against Lesnar. Maybe Bobby and Lesnar face at Elimination Chamber and Gunther and Brock face off at Mania. We're going to see a lot of other development between, like I said, Logan Paul and Seth Rollins. What is going to happen there? Seth is another name you can throw in the Elimination Chamber as well. But then what is going to happen between Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio? Those two really seem to be heading towards a Mania match. Maybe Rey puts Dom over at Mania. It's going to be a really, really big few months for WWE. This storyline with the Bloodline has taken first front in my eyes. I think that is the most important thing. But Cody winning the Rumble, like I said earlier in the video, they're going to have to do something special to make people get behind Cody instead of Sami. So let me know down below what your thoughts are heading into Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. What do you think is going to happen on the build up to Elimination Chamber? Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.